And we're back. Next up, I've got Joe and Leann Grim, and they're going to be talking about their company, Campus Pride Sportswear. Campus Pride Sportswear was founded by the WSU Cougar alumni. They design and sell WSU gear that supports Cougar Pride and allows all Cougs to further represent their alma mater. Joe and Leann, how you guys doing?
We're good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys came out here. First guest, this is exciting.
Very exciting.
So tell us a little about the company.
Well, we founded Campus Pride Sportswear back in September of 2012 to meet a demand that we saw for collegiate WSU swimwear. It was kind of not something that we found in the market, and our friends and family were eager to get the business going. So it's been a great opportunity and a lot of fun.
Joe, what's unique about Campus Pride Sportswear?
Well, first of all, it's founded by Cougs. So we sell exclusively WSU gear, but it's one of the few companies that makes WSU gear made by Cougs for Cougs. So it's a pretty cool concept, and then also just the products we sell. There's between the bikinis, the board shorts, and the rash guards. It's not something that's out there on the market at all. So it allows Cougs fans to represent our school in an area that they couldn't previously. So.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. I remember we went down to Las Vegas for the Coug game when it was down there, and everybody had them on. So it's growing. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So
cool.
How are you guys marketing the product?
So mostly direct marketing. We try to get ourselves out there on campus, and then also around the Seattle area whenever there's WSU events in town here. Mostly the football games. We'll set up on campus in front of the Coug. During the home games, homecoming, pretty much all the games we can make it to, and then you'll see us at the Cougar First trade show and some of the other events around. So.
Leann, what's the vision of the company? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. The vision really is just to provide, unique and quality products for Coug fans. Like we've mentioned, we've entered into that niche market, as our products aren't readily available out there, and so we took advantage of that, and a portion of all proceeds go back to WSU and the Cougar Athletic Fund, so we're pretty proud of that. Joe and I and our daughter Elsie, we make it over to Pullman for the games, and it enables us to get back to WSU, and it's been just a lot of fun. So we look forward to the future and look forward to Cougar football season.
Excellent. And I'm sure you guys just come across a lot of great Cougar alumni while you're out there doing that.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the coolest parts of having the business is just being able to introduce these products to kids and seeing the look on their face when they find out that somebody makes Cougar bikinis. It's pretty exciting. So,
what's a typical trip to Pullman for the tailgate? I mean, what is that like? You guys setting up early? Are you able to engage in the fun, or what?
Yeah, it's a lot more work than it used to be, but we still have a good time. We usually set up most of. If we go early, we'll go on a Friday and set up on campus on Friday, and also on Saturday, depending on what the game time is, but pretty much all day. So obviously we still get to enjoy Cougar football, and we usually make it to the Coug after the game too. So
nice. And you guys both were in the Greek system, so how does that help with the sales and just the people that are purchasing your products? Is that a big part of the network?
It's been great, actually. We have some ties to the Greek community still, and we have some students over there in Pullman who are kind of representing our gear and helping get the message out. We've had a couple interns we've been able to hire through the summer to do some work, and I think anytime you can give a student an opportunity to learn about a business, especially a small business like ours, a startup business, it's been very beneficial to them as well. So we continue to strive to give back to the community over there. We've had a few models that actually came over for the Cougar First trade show last year, and so they got the opportunity to meet a bunch of Cougs and have a good time, and I'll touch more on that in a little bit.
Excellent. So how can the students, alumni, and friends purchase your product?
So the best way is just to go directly to our website. So that's www.campuspridesportswear.com, and there's you'll see our products and some other areas, but going to the website's the easiest way to do it. And then just to keep track of where we're at and what we're doing, if you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter to get all the updates on where we're at and what we're doing.
How about being a husband and a wife with a little one and starting up a company? What's it like to work with each other? Do you guys enjoy that?
Well, I mean, to be quite honest, my husband, he's he's a diehard Coug, and he's got a full-time job. This is a great small business. It's allowed me to be home with our daughter. I was previously teaching in Lake Washington School District for 5 years, and being home with her and being able to work from home has been just wonderful. So it's kind of I've kind of taken the reins a little bit. I'll say that, but Joe's great support, and he's kind of oversees the everyday the royalty reporting and all the management side of things, and so it's been a great learning experience for us both, and it's been a lot of fun. So
yeah, it's really a labor of love when you get to deal with nothing but Coug fans. So
yeah,
we're someday we might look at expanding, but right now it's just a lot of fun just dealing with the people that we love over there in Pullman, and obviously a lot of passion and everything that goes into being a Coug. So it's very cool.
Right on. And the company's just really, it's done so well. It's taken off pretty quickly. Were there some challenges and some speed bumps on the way, or it seems like you guys have had some pretty great growth so far?
Yeah, no, it's going really good. I think the upfront part of this kind of a business is pretty tough, especially when you deal with collegiate licensing. It's a lot of work to get approved, and especially for a small business. And so getting through that was probably the biggest hurdle. I think just the fact that our products are so unique was the biggest thing we had going for us, because you really won't find anything like this out there. So, but ever since then, it's been pretty good. Sales are growing, and so it's just a lot of fun to get on campus and see the look on people's faces when we can introduce our products to them. So
it's got to be fun. What's one tip you'd give to people thinking about starting up a small business that you guys have learned that's really helped you guys get to where you're at?
Yeah, I would say just hard work and persistence. To be honest, for us, we didn't have an extensive background in clothing manufacturing and things like that. It was just following a passion that we had for WSU and trying to fill a niche market that we thought there was a gap there. So just following what you want to do and what you're passionate about, and sticking with it and working hard to get there, I'd say are the biggest pieces of advice that we could give.
It's like you guys found a need and you filled it.
Exactly.
Leann, what events does Campus Pride Sportswear do throughout the year?
We do some seasonal events. Coming up here pretty soon, there's the Cougar First trade show, which is on April 23rd. That's taking place in Bellevue at Maidenbower, and I'll touch more on Cougar First in a little bit here, but basically for Campus Pride Sportswear we do some WSU alumni events. So we've done the Cougar Tri-Cities tailgate over in Tri-Cities. We've done different events that have come up through the Alumni Association. We sell at home games in Pullman, as Joe mentioned, at the Coug, and we target sororities and fraternities in Pullman. So we've done a lot of moms and dads weekend events. We've done raft trips and different kind of functions here or there. So that's been a great area for us to pursue. Besides that, I think we're like Joe said, the website, and we sell on Etsy and a few other areas. We also have some wholesalers that have been great for us as well. So
when you guys head back to Pullman, you kind of see the Greek system that you guys were such a big part of all of our lives. What's it like? Is it what are the feelings that kind of go through? Does it take you back?
Yeah, I mean every time you go back to Pullman, it brings you back to the glory days, right?
Yeah.
So and this just gives us a reason to get back more often. So, but yeah, every time you drive through, the first couple hours of that drive from Seattle are a little boring, but once you get into the rolling hills of the Palouse, it's always a special feeling. So,
getting goosebumps, Joe. I love that. love it. Leann, can you tell us a little bit more about Cougar First?
Yeah, so Cougar First, it was actually founded back in 2011 by 6 Coug fans. Robbie Tobeck and Jack Thompson are a couple that are on that board, and basically it's just kind of a great idea, really. It's if you're going to purchase any product or service, whether it be insurance or swimwear or stay at a hotel or your everyday foods, your Cougar wine, your cheeses, why not seek out a Coug and support them? It not only gives back to our Cougar family, but it also kind of draws people back to the university, and so that's kind of the motive behind the initiative. It's now a nonprofit corporation, so we do 2 events a year. The Cougar First trade show, as I mentioned, will be in April 23rd at Maidenbower in Bellevue. and we're expecting about 1,000 Cougs to come through. Last year the trade show was at the Bellevue Hyatt, and we had a great turnout. It was the first time out, and a ton of Cougs came out, and we're like, wow, this is something. So it was a great success. To learn more about Cougs First, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. We also have a website coming out in the next couple weeks here, so be sure to check out that. And lastly, the Cougar Business Network is actually a really great resource for any Coug looking for not only a business or maybe a job opportunity, but basically it's through the Alumni Association, so it's kind of a tool for people to go to search Cougar businesses. And if you own a Cougar business or are a Coug and work in business, be sure to get on there and list yourself so that you can be visible out there in the community. So
Excellent. That's great that you guys are participating so much. I know it takes a lot of time to do all that stuff, but it's just helping it grow. It's great. All right, just a couple more minutes. I've got to ask Joe. I love Cougar football, and I know you do too. But you're kind of the whiz behind this stuff. How are you feeling for next year?
Good. I mean, it was obviously a great year. I mean, I think we hope for a bowl game every year, but realistically, in Mike Leach's second year, it seemed like a long shot. So to be able to get back into the bowling season is just awesome. Brings us back to when we were in school, and the Cougs had some great years, a couple 10-win seasons. So I think it takes a long time to get back to that level, and Bill Moose and everybody over at WSU is working real hard to get back there. So it was a really cool year to get back to that level, at least set the bar a little bit higher. And I think next year more than anything, I'm just looking forward to Leach and the boys coming out and just continuing to build on that progress. And I'm looking for 7 or 8 wins next year, get to a little bit better bowl, and hopefully a little bit stronger finish in that bowl game. But yeah, it's going to be a great year.
You heard it here first from Joe. 7 to 8 wins next year. Book your tickets. Start using your Alaska Airline Miles card. We're going to take it back to the producer. Joe and Leann, thank you so much for coming on and talking about your company. It's great to have you guys here.
Thanks, Al.